I remember when I got Journey a few years back. I saw it in the PlayStation Store. It was free. I didn't really think much of it, except for, oh, this game's free. Let me download it and try it out. You know, I kind of need a new video game to play real quick. I hadn't heard anything about the game. I wasn't aware of the game's reputation. I wasn't aware of anything, to be honest. I just simply downloaded it and played it because I was bored. I went in blind with no knowledge of the game, and to this day, after playing the game, I can gladly say I was thankful for having the experience that the game gave me. This video isn't going to be a regular review that I've done before. Rather, I want to take a dive into the game and why I consider Journey to be simply art. A couple months ago, my class and I went on a weekend trip to Bath. It was an enjoyable trip overall. We all had a good time. One of the things we did on the trip was a quick walk around this little park. It's not really little, it's a large park. Honestly, I forgot the name of it. But I remember one thing specifically, which was how beautiful the scenery was. And one of the things that caught my eye were the mountains that surrounded us. These mountains that are so large that if you were to compare yourself to the mountain, you're simply just a speck of dust, standing beside someone who's the size of Goliath twofold. And you know, climbing that mountain is such a large task, which this in turn reminded me of Journey, and how the main goal of it is to reach the top of the mountain, which is a large task to do, as I mentioned. Yet, despite that, the character still makes the first steps and they start the journey. When you start up Journey, you find yourself at the bottom. You're in the middle of an unknown desert, all alone, by yourself. You're in a place that's just empty. I feel like one thing that emphasizes this idea in this part of the game is all the, what I assume to be, tombstones that are around the area. You know, when one thinks of death, one of the things people think of is being alone, isolation. And at this point, I hope I'm making myself clear when I say this, but you, the character, are literally by yourself. There's no one there but you, the character. So it's all up to you to start walking, which is what you do. A few steps turn to a stroll. The stroll turns to a walk. And then you're running. Moving forward, the more you traverse in Journey, you'd start to notice that you find yourself in a civilization of old. Everything is broken down and abandoned, leaving the whole area succumbed to nature's powers. You continue venturing on. You are gifted with flight thanks to this odd statue you encounter, and you continue on with your journey. While you continue walking on your path, you may find some companions who will walk with you. This comes in the form of other players or these small claws who help you throughout your journey. From the lonely desert you began in to a civilization of old, you keep pushing, and then you find yourself facing the large gate that symbolizes the next stage you are transitioning into. You begin to venture into the deeper parts of the old civilization, parts that hadn't seen the light of day in a long time. And this is when you begin to face your first true threat: war machines. If you were to face these flying mechanical entities, it's good game to your life. You're truly facing an immovable wall. You can't hurt it, but it can definitely hurt you. But you still have to venture further. You have to reach the mountaintop, despite all the challenges that are thrown towards you. So you have to climb over the wall. You gotta keep on moving. You gotta go forward. You gotta go. That stage, you find yourself at the tower. Here, your main objective is to simply go up, climb up to the top. Now, sidetrack real quick. I have to say, this level is simply beautiful. I don't have much to say about it, but just because I don't have much to say about it doesn't mean this is a bad level. Like, honestly, it's really good, and there's so much here. Like, just take a look at this. After you finish the tower level, you're placed in the final level, the Cold Snow. In this level, this is the final and most difficult level within the game. You're almost at the finish line, but everything is fighting against you. The cold temperatures handicaps you. There are war machines around. Your companions are frozen up and some have already given up. The cold winds physically push you back, and now you have to fight the wind currents. Everything is against you, but you have to keep pushing. Dark. It's all dark. You have been eaten whole by the brutality of the frigid weather. It looks like this is the end. This is the end of the journey. The end of everything. It's all over. Just like you were at the beginning. You're filled with loneliness. But then you see a light. You soar. You made it. You climbed the mountain. Despite everything that you faced, the deserts, the underground, the tower, the snow, despite it all, you made it to the mountain. You reached the summit. Enjoy it. I love this video game, if you can't tell already. It has good visuals, good music, and I enjoy the simple yet enjoyable gameplay. Everything about this game I love, but the thing I love the most about this game is simply the journey. The reason why I narrated this journey like I did is because I want you, the viewer, to realize at the game's core, I believe it's all about development. At the beginning, you're starting the adventure. You are taking the first steps in where you have to develop yourself or to achieve a goal you desire. But let me give an example so you can understand what I mean by this. Imagine your goal is to become a better person than you are at the moment. Thorfinn type B, you know what I'm saying? You begin a journey by yourself in the desert. The tombstones and a broken down city representing your past and the baggage you might possibly hold. But despite the fact that it's with you, you could use it to better yourself. One of those ways can be acknowledging it, understanding it, and using it to be a better version of yourself. Or, well, because it's the journey, using it to make your steps towards being that better person. You know, whether that is accepting that it's a part of you or improving on it. No matter what, you have to move forward. And along the journey, you'll have people who will travel along with you. In the game, it's other players and the cloth people, but in real life, it can be inspirations, leaders, friends, lovers, or family. Whoever it is, it's people who are there to help you move forward. You know, things are going well, but then you start to face the challenges of achieving your goal of becoming a better person. In the video game, it's war machines, but in real life, it can be toxic people, your past, addictions, etc. But despite that, you have to overcome it and don't give up. And if those issues become too much, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for assistance with climbing the tower. Continue moving, even if in the final stages you genuinely feel the cold and you feel like reverting to your old self. Keep on going. Keep on progressing until you reach the summit, reaching the goal, becoming a better person. Honestly, there is so much about this game I love, and there are so many ways you can interpret it. This is one of the many ways I can interpret it. But this isn't the only way that you can understand / interpret the game, which is also what makes the game so appealing. Along with that, this game has a lot of replayability. Despite this game being short, 1 to 2 hours, and you can even more if you really want to go sightsee, there is a lot in this game. From hieroglyphics telling the history of the game's world, the mysterious white figures you can encounter with, all the many hidden characters within the game, there is so much in this game. And I'm really glad I went into this game blind when I first played it. I am truly glad I even decided to play this game in the first place, because despite me not thinking much of it at first, even though this game is short, I truly believe the title perfectly encapsulate. Despite this game being so short, I truly believe the title shows and emphasizes the idea of this video game. It's a journey. Now, I really don't say this about a lot of video games, but this video game is so good, I have to apply this statement twice. And the statement is a short and simple sentence. I consider Journey to be art. Real quick, as I am editing this video, it is 11:10 p.m. I spent the whole time I've been in this house finishing this video up So I want to say real quick to my teacher, because this is also a late assignment that turned into a YouTube video that I'm gonna post soon. Don't ask teacher if you're seeing this. Don't worry about my YouTube channel. Just know I'm doing good on it, and you ain't gotta worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just know I review games pretty much. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out, everyone. Hasta la vista. Love y'all. Bye and bye. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This video was a long time coming. It's just only recently that I started working on it again because, well, I had finals on December. I started in November, and then I had finals, so I had to focus on that. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Peace out, everyone. Hasta la vista. Love y'all. Bye and bye.